Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be building the best team possible for 250,000 MT in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're just over 200 subscribers away from 4,000 subscribers on the channel. So if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. Help me hit that goal within the next few weeks. I would really appreciate the support. Grinding every single day, uploading every day, often multiple videos a day, and I would really appreciate the support if you haven't already. If you do subscribe. Without further ado, let's not waste your time. Let's hop right into it. Let's start off with the starting point guard position. This is a really good team. When I put this team together, I was impressed with how well it turned out. And at the starting PG position, we have Magic Johnson. And Magic's just a really good all-around card. He's 6'9", so he's got really good size at the PG position. Statistically, his stats are really good. 94 speed and excel. He's a solid shooter, good dunker, good defender, good rebounder. Badge-wise, tons of playmaking badges, half catch, half rebound. I wish he had a couple more defensive badges, maybe like a clamps, interceptor badges like that. Those would be nice, but even without them, he is a pretty solid all-around card. Only badges he really needs added to him are a couple of shooting badges, as well as like ball stripper, rim protector, post lockdown. If you can find him badged out, that's great. If not, he's still a good card. Doesn't get blinders, chef, limitless spot up is the one thing I will say. You can't add those badges, but with his size as well as the ability to still shoot open, that is made up for, I would say. The size helps with his versatility on defense as well as just his overall defensive ability. I think that's crucial because his jumper isn't amazing. Even on quick timing, Magic release is kind of mediocre. And then the Magic Johnson dribble style is the same as fundamental, so it's not as good as quick or shifty. So he's not going to be your primary ball handler despite having really good playmaking badges. He can be a secondary ball handler, but he's not going to be that primary ball handler that you want for your team. So he's going to be more of a guy who's going to be able to switch everything on defense, be super versatile in the way that he can defend. He can score his own shot a little bit. He can catch and shoot open. He's a better Diamond Penny Hardaway is the way that I would describe this card. Really solid option still at the PG position, can compete against the best point guards in the game on both ends of the court. Comes in at about 32,000 MT, and I think that's very valuable for a good starting PG. At the starting shooting guard position, we have RJ Barrett. I don't think that's any surprise to anybody who knows the top budget guys in the game right now. RJ Barrett is an absolute beast, 6'6" with a 6'10" wingspan, hot spots from 4 out of 5 spots, 12 hops include limitless takeoff, posterizer, catch and shoot, handles for days, quick chain, quick first step, clamps, interceptor, and more. Only badges he needs are like brick wall, rim protector, chef, maybe mismatch expert. 94 speed and excel is amazing. 94 shot 3 is also really good. An elite slasher, good speed ball, and a really good all-around defender, including good on the interior. He can be that primary ball handler with the great playmaking badges, including handles for days, quick first step, quick chain, hyperdrive. Has really nice sigs as well, quick dribble style, pro 3 behind the back, which is the best full court dribble sigs in the game. Rudy Gay release on quick is elite. He's one of the better 3 hunting shooting guards in the game as well, with those great sigs, really good release, and the elite playmaking badges. RJ Barrett's amazing. He's a competitive level shooting guard, one of the top 6 or 7 minimum shooting guards in the game. Like this part, only 20,000 MT. I think he is a great value to start at that shooting guard position. At the small forward position, we have Scottie Pippen, who I think is also a really good option. Pippen is going to be that lockdown defender for you, 6'8" with a 7-foot wingspan, hot spots from 3 out of 5 spots, 17 hops include posterizer, catch and shoot, corner specialist, sniper, quick first step, and a ton of elite defensive badges. Only badges he really needs added are like chef, blinders, brick wall, maybe quick chain, hyperdrive. Incredible perimeter defender, really good on the interior as well. Great slasher with the 90 driving dunk, 92 shot 3, 94 speed and excel, 93 speed with ball. He also has sigs. They gave him quick dribble style, Kobe size up, which is the best size up in the game. That pro 3 behind the back, which is also obviously the Pippen behind the back, is the best dribble sig in the game, like I was saying with RJ Barrett. So he has that as well. So he could even be a creator, like he could be your secondary ball handler on the offensive end of the court, while being one of the best lockdown defenders in the game. On the defensive end, jump shot 30 with Rudy Gay, super smooth, super easy to green. Not the fastest jumper in the world, but definitely not slow either. Really solid all the way around. Pippen is the most expensive card in this list at 55K, but I think having that elite guy who can be really do anything on both ends of the court like Scottie Pippen is worth it for a team like this. Excuse me. At the starting power forward position, we have Tim Duncan, who I think is just a really good budget power forward option. Can play center as well if you want him to. I think power forward is where he fits in best on this team. 6'11" with a 7'2" wingspan, hotspots from both corners as well as the top of the key. 19 hops include good interior badges, catch and shoot. A bunch of elite defensive badges like brick wall, clamps, inner, intimidator, pogo stick, post lockdown, rebound chaser, rim protector, etc. Really incredible defensive stats on both the interior and the perimeter. He's an amazing rebounder. Has every defensive badge on at least gold. Comes with the gold quick first step, good shooting badges. Does need, I mean, you can't get limitless spot up. That's one badge that I wish he could get. And I think the power within Tim Duncan does have a Hoff limitless or something, which, yeah, he has Hoff limitless, whereas the other one can't get it at all, which is definitely a little bit of a weird thing. But that being said, I don't think that hurts him too much, because I don't feel like limitless is that crucial. You can still shoot from a couple steps behind the line in the catch and shoot without limitless. And defensively, he's absolutely incredible. He's got good speed. He's still a good shooter. Jump shot, I don't like Tim Duncan's release, but on very quick, that really does help to make up for it. He's one of the first cards to get his release on very quick, and it makes it a much more reasonably timed release. It's much easier to time, much easier to get off, not nearly baited, not nearly as baited of a release. Fundamental dribble style as well is nice, and just at the power forward position, he's an incredible defender, good catch and shoot guy. It's really good on the post as well. He's going to be an elite master against undersized power forwards. Really good value guy as well at only 38,000 MT. I think that's a great value for your power forward position. Then at the center position, we have Jarrett Allen, who I actually think is a card who's been very overlooked recently. A guy who honestly is a better center than people give him credit for. He's 6'11" with a 7'5" wingspan and an afro. He looks taller than 6'11". He's got hotspots from both corners. Not a ton of total badges with only 33 total badges, but he's got 15 Hoffs, including most of the key defensive badges. The one thing I will say about the card is he needs badges added to him. He needs limitless. He needs sniper. He needs glue hands. He needs like pick dodger, ball stripper. Like there's a few badges you're going to want to add to him. He's still not going to be able to get a couple of other nice badges that you'd like to have on him, even if you do badge him out, like a blinders, like an unpluckable, like an ankle braces, things like that. There's going to be some badges that you'd like to have on him that he's not going to get, and that does hurt a bit. But he has good speed, 83 speed and excel, 82 shot 3. He's a great dunker, really solid all around defender, really good rebounder, has really good size, 6'11", but he looks a lot taller than that. He's got a really good long wingspan, which helps him out on the interior. Jumper is really smooth as well. Jump shot 31 is a really nice base. Same base as guys like Christian Laettner, Jason Richardson, Sadiq Bey, Eddie Jones. It's very, very smooth, easy to green release, which is nice as well for him to be a pick and pop big, especially if you add the limitless and the sniper badges on him. And yeah, I think he's one of the more undervalued centers in the game. Really, really good and can compete against top tier centers on both ends of the court. And he's only about 30,000 MT. So I think he is that guy at that center position. At the backup point guard position, we're going with power within Jalen Green. This again probably shouldn't come as much of a surprise to you. He was the starting point guard on the 100K team. On the 250K team, he's the backup. But 6'6" with a 6'7" wingspan, hotspots from all 5 spots outside. I'm sorry, 4 out of 5 spots. 9 Hoffs, include a bunch of good finishing badges, limitless spot up, quick first step. No defensive badges, needs defensive badges added as well, like Intimidator, post lockdown, rim protector, brick wall. But he's a good perimeter defender, not great on the interior at all, especially with a really low interior defense. His block rating is acceptable though. He will get you a couple blocks. Great dunker though, 99 driving dunk obviously is incredible. Same with the driving layup. 92 shot 3, nice and fast. He's got elite dribble 6 as well with quick dribble style, Kobe size up. That's super nice. One of the fastest point guard releases in the game. Jump shot 95 for whatever reason. It's a little bit of an odd jumper, but it is really, really fast and really easy to green, which does help him out a lot. He's a good 300. Offensively, he's one of the better point guards in the game, in all honesty, because he's an elite slasher, has really good sigs, is an elite shooter with a really good jump shot. Defensively, he's mediocre, but for 5,000 MT, I think he is the type of guy who is perfect for that backup point guard position. At the backup 2, excuse me, we got Cam Reddish. And Cam Reddish is 6'8" at the 2, so he's got really good size, 7-foot wingspan, hotspots from 4 out of 5 spots. 12 Hoffs include post riser, catch and shoot, quick first step, as well as elite defensive badges. The only badges he needs added to him are like chef, brick wall, post lock, rim protector, and he can be that secondary ball handler on the offensive end of the court. An incredible perimeter defender, really good speed and excel, great 3-point shooter, great dunker. The one flaw with the card, I will say, is the fact that he only has a 65 interior, 72 blocks. It's a little bit low. Not horrendous though. I just don't think he's going to get a ton of paint stops against bigs and he switch, but he's not going to get exploited by other small forwards in the post, I wouldn't say. And he does have a great release. PG release on quick is super smooth, quick, and easy to green. Shifty dribble style is great. Kobe size up, so he's got sigs in the half court as well. So he can be that secondary ball handler for your team. He's going to be an elite perimeter defender. Has really good size at the 2. Great catch and shoot guy. Great shot creator as well. He is 17,000 MT, and I think that's a great price to pay for your backup shooting guard. At the small forward position, we have Andre Kirilenko, who is not the offensive player that Scottie Pippen is, but defensively holds his own compared to any small forward in the game. He's 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan, hotspots from 3 out of 5 spots, 10 Hoffs, including mainly defensive badges, ball stripper, chase Norris, clamps, interceptor, intimidator, menace, and pogo stick. Incredible defensive stats, all 90 plus. So he's going to be a great perimeter and interior defender, which is great. That chase Norris badge on a lock as well is a very nice badge to have because of how blocks are this year. A card who only needs like limitless spot up and Deadeye added to him as well in badges. He's not going to be able to play make at all, but he's a great catch and shoot guy with base 98 on current gen. I'm a big fan of this release still, even on normal timing. It's very smooth, very easy to green, and relatively fast. Again, not a playmaker. His playmaking sigs are not good at all, but he is an elite defender and a really good catch and shoot guy. Perfect 3-and-D guy to have at the small forward position. He's only 9,000 MT. I think that is worth picking up 100%. At the backup 4, we got Tjayerrday Bailey, who I have compared to Budget Giannis multiple times and will do so again. The thing about Tjayerrday Bailey is he's 6'11" with a 7-foot wingspan, so he's got really good size. He's super versatile defensively, can guard the perimeter, can guard the interior. Defensive stats are really well balanced. Defensive badge is also really good. Half quick first step. Only thing about him, as an Evo card, doesn't get blinders, chef, limitless spot up, Deadeye, badges like that, so that does hurt him up a little bit. But he is still a really good catch and shoot guy. 87 shot 3, he's nice and fast. He's an elite finisher, really good dunker. Also has jump shot 22 on normal. It is still smooth and really easy to green, even if it isn't the fastest at this point in the year. Kobe sides up is nice to have as well, but he doesn't have playmaking sigs. He's just a guy who's going to be able to defend 1 through 5 on the defensive end of the court, rebound solidly, push the ball in transition, be an elite slasher, and catch and shoot when open on the offensive end of the court. Really good value type of player, though. He's only about 20,000 MT, and I think he is a great backup power forward to have on a squad like this. And then the final player on this squad is Pink Diamond Kristaps Porzingis, who is just a mainstay at that center position for a long time for a lot of people. Been the top budget center for a while. He still is. 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan. Hotspots from all 5 spots outside that 3-point line. He's got 80 speed and excel, 93 shot 3, 95 standing dunk. Mediocre defensive stats, but the fact that he's 7'3" really does help make up for those defensive stats. The one thing I will actually complain about with this card, no quick first step, no unpluckable, no ball stripper, chase down arrest, ankle braces, or clamps. He doesn't get those badges, which does hurt a little bit, but excuse me, he is a much better defender than his stats would say he would be because of his elite size. He's an incredible pick and pop guy, one of the best shooters in the game at that power forward, or I mean at the center position. Brook Lopez release, even on normal with the Karl Malone upper, so smooth, so easy to green, and he doesn't have great, I mean, his fundamental is a good dribble style, but with only an 80 speed and excel, he's not going to be a playmaker, especially with no quick first step. He's a pick and pop guy on the offensive end of the court or a masher. Those are one of the 2 things that I would recommend using him as. And then defensively, he's a much better defender on the interior and things like that than people realize because of his elite size. So that does help him out as well. So KP, I think for about 22,000 MT, it's actually pretty cheap. I think that is the perfect value for that backup center position. So finally, this is the team that I would build for 250,000 MT or less right now in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. This team costs you about 248,000 MT, which will give you just a couple thousand MT left over. So definitely pushing it right to the budget, but I think this is a really good team that you can compete against some of the top God squads in the game with and have a lot of success. Tons of elite budget cards in this team, and this is a really, really good all-around squad. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you hit that like button. Also leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the video and what you think of this team. And if you haven't, make sure you subscribe to help me push towards that 4K subscriber mark on the channel. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace. If you need cheap, safe, and reliable MT to build the God Squad that you've always wanted, go to NBA2King.com and use code JC2K at checkout for 5% off.